Prince Harry speaking out in a really revealing new interview.
You didn't believe she was dead?
I just refused to accept that she was gone. Part of, she would never do this to us, but also part of, maybe this is all part of a plan. I think she would be sad. I think she'd be looking at it long term, to know that there are certain things that we need to go through to be able to heal the relationship.
Do you remember the popular tragic car crash that happened in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel?
Thursday marks 20 years since Princess Diana was killed in a car crash inside a Paris tunnel.
Yes, we're talking about the one that claimed the life of Princess Diana. Do you know the incident has been shrouded in mystery and speculation? Well, not anymore, as the truth has finally been revealed, and it has been all we have been suspecting about. Prince Harry's revelation about his mother, Princess Diana, has stunned the world. In an unexpected move, he confirmed the long-standing theories suggesting her tragic death was not an accident, but an orchestrated inside job.
Shocking allegations about Princess Diana's death. Authorities now reviewing the new and sensational claim that she was actually murdered by the British government.
This admission has sent shockwaves globally, igniting debates and discussions everywhere. Stay with us as we delve into one of the most heart-wrenching events in modern royal history: the impact of Prince Harry's revelation. The British royal family, already under intense scrutiny and criticism for various reasons over the years, is now faced with a new wave of skepticism and distrust, with the public and media frequently asking several questions such as, how far does the involvement of the establishment go, and to what length they would go to protect their interest? The idea that a member of the royal family could be targeted in such a manner by those living within the same circle is deeply unsettling if we're to be unbiased about it, and this act raises ethical and moral questions about the length power can corrupt.
With Prince Harry's tell-all memoir dominating headlines, it's hard not to wonder if the royals can survive the latest scathing attack.
However, Harry's revelation challenges the narrative that has been upheld for decades. The official story had initially provided a sense of closure, although it was a painful one to the millions of people who mourned the late Princess Diana. With Harry's new information, the public is forced to revisit and reassess their understanding of the events. It was a jarring experience, as many had come to terms with the tragedy based on the information that was previously available. Well, that was the case until recent times. Now they are confronted with the possibility that there was a deliberate and malicious intent behind the loss of a figure who was not only a royal icon, but also a humanitarian and a beloved public personality. But wait, there is more to Harry's revelation.
Prince Harry says he held on to hope that Princess Diana was secretly still alive, long after her passing.
Harry's admission didn't just come at the cost of revealing the truth behind Princess Diana. He also used the medium to express concerns about his personal life and the struggles he has been going through within the royal family. Harry is known for his willingness to speak out. Harry has always been seen as a rebel, a person who is unafraid to challenge the status quo, especially his decision to break away from the royal family and relocate to the United States with his wife Meghan Markle was simply a clear indication of his desire to forge his path.
A royal reversal from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They are stepping back from senior roles in the royal family. Harry and Meghan say they will work to become financially independent.
From Harry's revelations, it is evident that his actions were driven not just by personal choice, but also by a deep-seated to uncover and confront the truth about his mother's death. Even though his relationship with the media is complex, Harry is looking to set things right. So what are the revelations about Princess Diana Harry seems to know about? And is this move the preferred option for Harry? Then pay attention if you care to know more. The world's reaction to Prince Harry's revelation has been one of shock and disbelief. The whole world is talking about it. Social media is in a frenzy state, with each user to their own opinion, debates, discussions, and expression of their outrage and sorrow. Princess Diana was loved by everyone, and when the news about her passing in that crash, it sent everyone into a cold state as they mourned her.
As dawn breaks on the day of Princess Diana's funeral, the crowds are already gathering on the streets of London. 20,000 extra policemen and women have been drafted in to monitor the crowds.
Prince Harry's statement could potentially prompt a reinvestigation into Princess Diana's death, and if those responsible are found wanting, the public isn't looking for this case to be taken lightly. We don't care how powerful or influential whoever is responsible for this may be. They can't go unpunished. One user said, "Princess Diana was an icon, admired and beloved by millions around the world. Her humanitarian work and compassionate nature endeared her to people far beyond the confines of the British Commonwealth. So the revelation about her death, being an orchestrated act and not an accident, will undoubtedly shock and dismay her global admirers, and can even lead to international calls for justice by countries with close ties to the British monarchy, such as Australia, Canada, and New Zealand." For historians and scholars, Prince Harry's admission opens up new avenues for research and analysis. The historic analysis surrounding Princess Diana's death will have to be reassessed in light of this new information. Researchers, investigators, journalists, media personnel, and the public might likely want to delve into this ongoing situation, which looks bad for the British royal family. It won't be news when researchers choose to delve into archives, conduct interviews, and re-examine existing evidence in attempts to piece together a more accurate and complete picture of the events leading up to her death.
We're taking photographs of her dying on the back seat, and then those photographs made their way back to news desks in this country.
This scholarly work will be crucial in separating facts from rumors and ensuring that the historical record reflects the truth. Most likely, educational institutions may incorporate this case into their curricula, as this revelation provides an opportunity to discuss critical themes such as justice, ethics, and overall power. So, don't be surprised when you come across this topic in perhaps one of your history or political science classes when your tutor decides to talk about the history of Princess Diana, the stories behind her death, and what led to it. Was it an accident, just as it has been painted? Or was Prince Harry right when he brought it out open and to the public, claiming that her death was carefully planned and orchestrated?
Today's revelations may not add to the evidence, but certainly add to the intrigue. Her chilling prediction reads, "This particular phase in my life is the most dangerous."
However, it might seem you should put it at the back of your mind that you saw it first. Hence another reason why you should subscribe to our channels to always keep you posted and informed about trending topics. Now, back to our discussion. Prince Harry's journey is emblematic of a broader struggle for truth and justice. His guile to speak out, even though he is quite familiar with the consequences, highlights his integrity. Prince Harry's action will serve in history as a powerful example for others, encouraging them to stand up for what is right, even when is difficult or dangerous. At the end of the day, what matters is doing the right thing. And as for the royal family, the fallout from this revelation will be a significant challenge. The institution might need to navigate a complex and hostile landscape, trying to balance the need to protect members from within the royal family and safeguard their legacy. As for the relationship between Prince Harry and his family, well, it has already been strained, especially with the conflict going on between him and King Charles. With this new admission and revelation, it is impossible to avoid the fact that the entire royal family will likely face further challenges. Speaking of the conflict between Harry and King Charles,
King Charles is reportedly open to a truce with his estranged son, Prince Harry, after receiving what's being described as religious.
well, there's one find we have made, and we're sure it'll keep you watching. The next scene has the details. Prince Harry, revelation about King Charles. Prince Harry has revealed a shocking truth about his father, King Charles. These revelations from Harry were shared during a candid interview, have sparked intense debate, and shed new light on the complexity going on within the royal family. Prince Harry has been increasingly vocal ever since distancing himself from the royal family. In his interview, Harry didn't hold back when discussing his relationship with King Charles. He openly discussed the challenges he faced growing up, the difficulty he faced after his mother, Princess Diana, and how he has been under intense scrutiny and expectations, all because he was born from a royal cloth. Harry went into details, talking about the moments that strained their father-to-son relationship. One of the most shocking truths Harry revealed revolved around King Charles's approach to parenting and the emotional toll it took on him, especially after his mother's death. So, what exactly did King Charles do? And how severe was it that Harry had to delve into revealing it to the public? Shouldn't Harry have chosen to fix things internally? Let's find out Harry's reasons.
I love my father, I love my brother, I love my family. I always do. Nothing of what I've done in this book or otherwise has ever been any intention to harm them or hurt them.
In 1981, King Charles got married to Lady Diana. It was a memorable ceremony watched by millions all around the world, and it revolved solemnly around Lady Diana. Why? Well, Lady Diana had what we could refer to as being likable. Even without her status as a princess, people were always fond of her. And when her marriage to King Charles took place, the public couldn't hold themselves as they fell in love with the beautiful and seemingly perfect princess. The couple added to the joy of their marriage. In 3 years, they had 2 children, Prince William and Prince Harry. Unfortunately, within 5 years, the marriage, which was remembered as a memorable one, began to show signs of strain. What exactly prompted this? It seemed like Charles and Diana weren't that compatible after all, as it became increasingly apparent by their significant age difference of over a decade. Now that is a lot of age difference. But this isn't the first time we've witnessed marriage with such a huge difference. So why could this couple not move past this minor problem and look beyond age, focusing on their 2 kids? Charles was known for being reserved, while Diana is more spontaneous. So perhaps this could be another reason the pair were becoming incompatible as time went on. 5 years later, after their marriage, King Charles did the unthinkable. He went on and began an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles.
Charles and Camilla began their long affair in October 1972 after an evening out at the exclusive London club Annabelle's in the heart of Mayfair.
The bizarre thing is that the pair relationship has been in existence long before his marriage with Diana. It didn't take long for such a public figure like Charles and Diana to have their marital problems out in public. As the year came to an end, the media was all in their business. Questions were asked and fingers were pointed at Charles. If he knew he was still in love with Camilla, then why did he go ahead and get married to Diana, and even had 2 kids with her? This was all too much for Diana to bear. So in 1992, the pair separated. Despite the divorce, Charles and Diana agreed to share custody of their 2 sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. Unfortunately, on August 31 in 1997, Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris. For Charles, this was a difficult period, as he had to manage his grief while also supporting his sons. Both of them were young at that time. Prince William was just 15, while Prince Harry was just 12. When the news got out about Diana's death, It sent millions into a sorrow state. Over the years, Harry's relationship with his father has been marked by both closeness and tension, shaped by the tragedy of Diana's death and the indifference between him and Charles. Years later, Harry revealed a book, Spare.
Publishers say over 400,000 copies of Prince Harry's autobiography, Spare, have been sold across the UK in its first day.
The book revolved around Harry's personal life and his complicated relationship with his brother and father. The book title has a story behind it, and you'd be shocked to hear the reason. Let's find out why. The title Spare is a reference to a remark made by no other but King Charles himself to his late wife just after Harry's birth. Charles made a comment shut after Harry was born, saying, "Now you have given me an heir and a spare. My work is done." This comment from Charles was strictly due to his obsession of producing an heir to the throne, which oftentimes the second child are often seen as a backup. The memoir also addresses Harry's relationship with his father. Nothing unforgettable memories, where he felt unsupported. Despite his attempts to connect with his father, Harry often felt overshadowed by the remark placed on him as just being the child, which has since made Harry feel inferior and unimportant to his brother William. So, what do you think has King Charles contributed majorly to the decline and breaking down of the royal family? How about Diana's death? Do you still think it was an accident? Let us know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
News now from overseas concerning the royal family. Burglars broke into the grounds of Britain's Royal Windsor Castle last month.
From Adelaide Cottage, which is the primary residence for the Princess of Wales, along with their 3 young children.
What's really behind the royal family's carefully crafted image? For decades, one of the most trusted individuals in Princess Diana's life has stayed silent about the secrets she knew, until now. Diana's nanny has finally broken her silence, offering a rare glimpse into the hidden struggles of the Princess of Wales, her marriage, and the true nature of her relationship with her sons. Prepare for an eye-opening revelation. Diana's nanny was more than just a caretaker. She was a witness to the most intimate and personal moments of the princess's life. She observed Diana's struggles with immense pressure, both from her royal duties and her troubled marriage with Prince Charles. As a close confidant, the nanny was privy to the emotional turmoil Diana faced daily. This insight, hidden for decades, provides an authentic portrayal of the human side of Princess Diana, far from the public's idealized image. The nanny recalls how Diana, despite being adored worldwide, was often alone and vulnerable. Diana's role as a mother was her greatest priority, but her relationship with Charles was disintegrating before her eyes. While the public was captivated by the fairy tale marriage, behind the scenes, Diana's emotional state was deteriorating. The nanny, who was often the one to comfort the princess, witnessed Diana's deep sense of betrayal and loneliness. These emotions would become the foundation of her complex relationship with her children, especially as she strived to protect them from the chaos of her personal life. Despite her marital struggles, Diana remained fiercely dedicated to her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. The nanny shares how Diana broke royal protocol to ensure her children had as normal a life as possible, even though the pressures of their royal status were always looming. Diana's love and devotion to her sons were undeniable, and her nanny often observed how their bond remained strong, even in the face of public scrutiny and personal challenges. As Diana's confidant, the nanny also observed the complex dynamics within the royal family. Diana's relationships with her in-laws, particularly the Queen and Prince Charles, were far from ideal. The nanny's perspective sheds light on the pressures Diana faced as she navigated her royal life. From the emotional strain of her marriage to the weight of public expectations, the nanny's untold truths about Diana's motherhood. While Princess Diana's life was often scrutinized by the media, one aspect that was less discussed was her role as a mother. The nanny, who was by Diana's side throughout much of her parenting journey, shares a unique perspective on how Diana's personal struggles shaped her approach to motherhood. Unlike many royal mothers before her, Diana was determined to provide her children with as normal a life as possible, despite their royal status. She often bucked royal tradition in favor of showing affection, tenderness, and love toward her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. The nanny recalls how Diana made an active effort to shield her children from the pressures of being in the public eye, even taking them on private trips to places like theme parks and museums. Diana was especially protective of their innocence, striving to give them experiences outside the palace that allowed them to be just regular boys. The nanny mentions how Diana would often play with them, engaging in fun and playful activities that were far removed from the royal duties expected of them. It was in these moments that Diana truly shone as a mother, loving, playful, and completely invested in their happiness. However, the nanny also reveals the challenges Diana faced in balancing her public image with her role as a mother. The pressures of maintaining her princess persona were intense, and Diana often struggled to reconcile the expectations placed on her with her desire to be a hands-on, loving mother. The nanny recalls how Diana's genuine worry about her children's emotional well-being was always at the forefront of her mind, even when the media attention grew overwhelming. She was determined that her sons would never feel neglected or overshadowed by the royal machinery. This chapter further highlights the contrast between the public's view of Diana as a glamorous figure and the private struggles she faced behind closed doors. The nanny's account of Diana's mothering style offers an authentic portrayal of a woman who, despite her personal turmoil, placed her children at the center of her world. Diana's legacy as a mother remains just as powerful as her impact as a humanitarian, and her sons continue to carry her teachings with them as they navigate their own family lives today. The emotional battles. While Diana was the picture of grace on the outside, the nanny reveals a different side of the princess, one that struggled deeply with loneliness, mental health issues, and feelings of abandonment. Diana's battle with bulimia and depression was something she kept hidden from the public eye, but the nanny witnessed it firsthand. As a mother, Diana was determined to shield her children from her personal struggles, but the emotional toll was evident to those who knew her best. The nanny recalls how Diana's mental health struggles were exacerbated by the media frenzy surrounding her marriage. The constant invasion of her privacy took a significant toll, but it was the breakdown of her relationship with Prince Charles that left the deepest scars. Diana felt abandoned and isolated in her marriage, and the nanny believes that these feelings of emotional neglect led to Diana's internal battles. Despite all of this, her love for William and Harry remained unwavering. In a private moment shared with the nanny, Diana admitted how difficult it was to reconcile her public persona with her private pain. She had become a global icon, admired for her charity work and empathy, but behind closed doors, she often felt invisible and alone. These emotional struggles deeply affected her relationship with her children, though she did everything in her power to protect them from the fallout. The nanny, a silent observer of Diana's life, offers an honest and raw depiction of what Diana went through. Her insight into the emotional and psychological toll that public life took on the princess helps us understand the deep human vulnerabilities that made Diana so relatable, even to those who had never met her. Diana's struggles with the royal family. From the very beginning of her marriage to Prince Charles, Princess Diana was thrust into the rigid and unyielding structure of the royal family. The nanny recalls how Diana, though a strong-willed woman, often felt stifled by the royal institution. Her marriage to Charles in particular was strained from the outset, with differences in their personalities and interests creating a chasm between them. Diana's relationship with the Queen and the rest of the royal family was often fraught with tension. While Diana sought affection and emotional intimacy, Charles remained emotionally distant, caught up in his royal duties, and, as it would later be revealed, his affair with Camilla Parker Bowles. The nanny recounts how Diana was often left to fend for herself, trying to balance her royal duties with her emotional well-being. The sense of isolation she experienced within the royal family was one of the hardest challenges she faced. Despite these difficulties, Diana's love for her children remained constant. The nanny remembers how, even during the most trying times, Diana focused on ensuring that William and Harry felt loved and valued. She defied royal norms to give them experiences that were as normal as possible, even if it meant breaking royal protocol. Diana's ability to provide a safe space for her children in the midst of a turbulent royal life was one of the most significant aspects of her role as a mother. The nanny's perspective on Diana's struggles within the royal family provides a much-needed look into the tensions that existed behind the closed doors of Buckingham Palace. Diana was not just a figurehead, She was a woman navigating personal and public battles, trying to make the best decisions for her family in the midst of immense pressure. Prince Harry. Speaking out. In recent years, Prince Harry has broken his silence about the impact of his mother's legacy on his own life. In his memoir Spare, Harry shares his personal struggles with grief, loss, and the lasting trauma of Diana's untimely death. Harry has often spoken about how he feels his mother's presence in his life, even decades after her passing. His journey of self-reflection and therapy is deeply rooted in the love and compassion Diana instilled in him and his brother, William. Harry's emotional openness has been a central theme in his public appearances, particularly as he navigates his own mental health challenges. The death of Diana left a profound hole in his life, and his ongoing struggles with grief have shaped much of his adult life. Harry often speaks of the comfort he finds in the charitable work he does in honor of his mother, particularly in the areas of mental health and veterans affairs. In his reflections, Harry also acknowledges how Diana's death affected his relationship with his brother, Prince William. The intense public pressure on their family, particularly after Diana's passing, created a rift between the two brothers, and Harry has openly expressed his frustration with how their differing approaches to royal life have caused tension. Yet, despite their differences, Harry continues to honor his mother's legacy through his advocacy, and by ensuring that her humanitarian work lives on. Harry's candidness about his grief and the lasting impact of his mother's death provides valuable insight into the emotional toll the loss took on him and how it continues to shape his personal and public life. His journey of healing and self-discovery is a testament to the enduring influence of Princess Diana. Even decades after her passing, Prince William's quiet strength in Diana's legacy. Prince William, as the eldest son of Princess Diana, has often been more reserved about his emotions and his mother's legacy. However, his actions speak volumes about the profound influence Diana had on him. William's approach to fatherhood, his charitable work, and his role as a future monarch have all been shaped by the values Diana instilled in him. His commitment to mental health initiatives and environmental causes is a direct reflection of Diana's own philanthropic spirit. Despite the public's adoration for Diana, William had to navigate the complexities of his relationship with his mother, especially after her divorce from Prince Charles. William was old enough to witness the breakdown of his parents' marriage and felt the emotional strain of his mother's struggles. In the years following Diana's death, William has had to process his grief while stepping into a larger role within the royal family. In private, William has been deeply affected by the loss of his mother, but he often chooses to express his emotions through action rather than words. As a father, he is committed to raising his children in a way that honors Diana's legacy of compassion and love. His commitment to his children and his efforts to shield them from the media spotlight reflect the lessons he learned from his mother. William's role in continuing Diana's humanitarian efforts, especially through his work with mental health organizations, highlights the impact of her legacy on his life. He has ensured that Diana's compassion and advocacy for those in need live on through the work he does as a member of the royal family. Princess Diana's divorce. The breakdown of Princess Diana and Prince Charles's marriage was not just a public spectacle. It was a deeply personal struggle for both of them, especially for their sons, William and Harry. The nanny recalls the emotional toll the divorce took on Diana, who found herself caught between her royal duties and her role as a mother. The public's obsession with their marriage made it impossible for the family to find peace, and the emotional strain on the children was palpable. For William and Harry, the divorce marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. They were no longer a part of the united royal family they had known, and the separation forced them to navigate life between two homes, each with its own set of challenges. Diana, despite her own pain, remained committed to ensuring that her children felt loved and supported, but the emotional consequences of their parents' divorce would follow them for years to come. The nanny's perspective on the family's struggles during the divorce provides a unique insight into the challenges faced by William and Harry as they grew up in the public eye. Despite the personal pain they experienced, Diana remained a steady force in their lives, showing them the importance of love, resilience, and maintaining a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos of royal life. The divorce ultimately shaped the trajectory of both William and Harry's lives. For William, it reinforced the importance of duty and stability, while Harry's struggles with the loss of his mother and the breakdown of his family led him on a path of emotional discovery and healing. Diana's humanitarian legacy. Princess Diana's commitment to humanitarian causes was one of the most defining aspects of her life. Throughout her marriage to Prince Charles and beyond, Diana devoted herself to numerous charitable causes, from AIDS awareness to homelessness. Her willingness to use her platform to raise awareness about global issues set her apart from other royals, and her efforts continue to inspire generations. Even after her death, Diana's legacy lives on through the work of her sons. William and Harry have both carried forward her commitment to charity and public service, with each taking on causes that align with their mother's passions. William has focused heavily on mental health, while Harry has continued to advocate for veterans and mental health, using his platform to ensure that the issues Diana cared about remain in the public consciousness. The nanny, who was often by Diana's side during her charity work, recalls how deeply committed Diana was to making a difference. She did not see her charitable efforts as a duty, but as a genuine desire to help those who were suffering. Diana's ability to connect with people from all walks of life, whether in the UK or abroad, made her one of the most beloved figures in the world. Diana's dedication to her humanitarian work continues to influence her sons, who both strive to honor her memory by working on issues that matter to her. Her legacy is one of compassion, kindness, and a desire to make the world a better place. The tragic death of Princess Diana. Princess Diana's untimely death in 1997 shocked the world and left an indelible mark on her family, particularly her sons. The nanny recalls the shock and grief that rippled through the royal family following Diana's death, and how it affected William and Harry. The loss of their mother at such a young age left both princes struggling with their emotions and grappling with the intense public scrutiny that followed. For Harry, the loss of Diana has been a source of deep pain and unresolved grief. In his memoir Spare, Harry opens up about his struggles with the death of his mother, describing the surrealness of the moment he learned of her passing. His emotional journey has been shaped by this loss, and his desire to keep his mother's memory alive has influenced much of his adult life. William, on the other hand, has approached his grief with more composure, focusing on his royal duties and public responsibilities. But the loss of Diana left a lasting mark on him as well, shaping his views on love, family, and duty. The nanny's perspective provides valuable insight into how Diana's death impacted her sons differently, with each of them processing their grief in their own way. Despite their differences, both William and Harry have used their personal pain as a catalyst for change, advocating for mental health awareness and charity work. Diana's legacy continues to shape their lives, and her influence remains a guiding force in their public and private endeavors. Moving forward, as Prince William and Prince Harry continue to navigate their roles within the royal family, the impact of Princess Diana's life and death remains a significant part of their journey. Both brothers have faced challenges, but their mother's teachings have guided them through the toughest moments. Diana's influence on their humanitarian efforts, their commitment to family, and their shared love for their children demonstrates that her legacy is alive and well. The nanny's insights into the royal family's personal struggles offer a unique perspective on how Diana's life and death shaped the future of the British monarchy. Through her eyes, we see a family united by love, despite the personal turmoil and public scrutiny they faced. As the years go on, the memory of Princess Diana continues to inspire not just her sons, but also the world that loved her. As Prince William and Harry continue to forge their own paths, they are reminded every day of the lessons Diana taught them. Whether through their charity work, their public personas, or their private relationships, Diana's spirit lives on in the hearts of her sons and in the hearts of millions around the world. The nanny's revelations provide an unparalleled look into the private life of one of the world's most beloved figures. Through her eyes, we understand the emotional toll of Diana's life and the legacy she left behind. What do you think of the nanny's insights into Diana's life and the royal family? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal stories.
Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, is typically known for her poise and grace in the public eye, but a recent incident has left many shocked. In a rare and unexpected moment, Kate was seen being rushed away after a tense, on-camera situation took a sudden and unsettling turn. While the specifics of the meltdown remain unclear, the footage has sparked widespread concern, with many wondering what could have caused such an unusual reaction from the normally composed Duchess. This incident has left royal watchers stunned, raising questions about the pressures Kate faces behind the scenes.
She always leaves little gift or something in their room when we go and stay, and that just shows, I think, her love for her family.
Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, is one of the most visible and admired members of the British royal family. Known for her elegance, composure, and unwavering dedication to royal duties, Kate has managed to maintain a steady and dignified public image. But even someone as seemingly unflappable as Kate isn't immune to the intense pressures of life in the spotlight.
We're looking forward to spending the rest of the rest of our lives together, and seeing what the future holds.
In a rare moment that surprised many, Kate found herself at the center of an unexpected and unsettling incident that left her being rushed away in an unusually public manner. While Kate has always been known for handling public appearances with grace, this recent event has led to questions about the stress and challenges she faces behind closed doors.
Massively so. Of course, her and her family, I really want to make sure that they have the best sort of guidance and chance to see what life has been like, or what life is like in the family, and that's kind of almost why I have been waiting this long, as I wanted to give her a chance to see and to back out if she needed to.
The incident in question occurred during what was supposed to be a routine public engagement. As with many of Kate's appearances, the Duchess was on duty for a charitable cause, visiting an organization that focuses on early childhood development, a cause she has championed for years. The event was intended to be a positive and uplifting occasion, with Kate interacting with families and children as part of her ongoing work with the Royal Foundation's Early Years Initiative.
Before it all got too much, because I'm trying to learn from lessons done in the past, and I just wanted to give her the best chance to settle in and see what happens the other side.
And I'm also glad that I've had the time to grow and understand myself more as well. So,
however, things took an unexpected turn when an on-camera situation reportedly became tense, leading to Kate being quickly ushered away from the event. While details of the specific circumstances remain unclear, reports suggest that Kate may have been overwhelmed by the situation, leading to what some witnesses described as a meltdown. Given her normally composed demeanor, this moment sparked widespread concern and media speculation.
Well, obviously it'd be, I would love to have met her, and she's obviously, she's an inspirational woman to look up to.
Royal watchers and fans were quick to point out that this kind of public reaction is highly unusual for the Duchess, who has faced years of intense scrutiny without showing signs of stress or discomfort in front of the cameras. This moment has brought renewed attention to the immense pressure Kate faces as a senior member of the royal family. Ever since marrying Prince William in 2011, Kate has been a constant presence in the public eye, taking on a growing number of responsibilities as the future Queen consort. Her every move, outfit, and interaction is scrutinized, and the expectations placed on her are enormous. Despite this, Kate has managed to maintain a near-perfect public image, rarely giving the media or the public a glimpse into any personal struggles she may be facing. However, this recent incident is a reminder that life in the royal family is not as glamorous or easy as it may seem. The pressures of constantly being in the spotlight, combined with the weight of royal duties, can take a toll on anyone, even someone as composed as Kate Middleton. While the British press has long been known for its relentless coverage of the royal family, the scrutiny has only intensified in recent years, particularly following the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from royal duties. This departure has left Kate and William with even more responsibilities, placing additional pressure on the couple as they step into more prominent roles within the monarchy. In the years since Meghan and Harry's exit, Kate has been seen as a stabilizing force within the royal family, working quietly and diligently to fulfill her duties without drawing too much attention to herself. However, the public and media often pit her against Meghan, comparing everything from their fashion choices to their public personas. This kind of comparison adds another layer of stress to Kate's role, as she's constantly being evaluated in contrast to other royals, particularly Meghan, who has taken a very different approach to life in the public eye. Kate's role in the ongoing rift between Prince William and Prince Harry has also been a source of significant tension. The once close brothers have reportedly become estranged in recent years, with their relationship reaching a breaking point following Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from their royal roles. While much of the media attention has focused on the brothers, Kate's position as William's wife has placed her squarely in the middle of this family drama. There have been numerous reports suggesting that Kate has tried to act as a peacemaker between the brothers, but the strain of the situation has undoubtedly taken a toll on her as well. As the world continues to watch Kate Middleton's every move, this recent incident serves as a reminder that life in the royal family comes with its own set of unique pressures. While the Duchess has consistently managed to maintain her grace and composure, the challenges she faces behind the scenes are undoubtedly significant. The media's fixation on this rare moment of vulnerability highlights the often unrealistic expectations placed on public figures, especially women in positions of power. Ultimately, the incident involving Kate Middleton being rushed away during a public appearance is a reflection of the immense pressure she faces as a senior royal. While the details of what exactly caused the situation remain unclear, it's a reminder that even those who seem to have it all together can experience moments of stress and vulnerability. Kate's ability to handle these challenges with grace is a testament to her strength. But it's also important to recognize that behind the polished public image is a person who, like everyone else, faces her own struggles. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, has long been seen as the epitome of grace, poise, and royal duty. As a key figure in the British royal family, she has always maintained a composed and polished public image, rarely revealing much about her personal life. However, a recent statement from Kate has left many stunned and concerned. In a candid moment, she admitted, "Most people have no idea what is happening to me," sparking widespread speculation about the challenges she may be facing behind closed doors. This revelation has left royal watchers and fans alike wondering what struggles Kate may be enduring beneath her calm exterior.
If you look at the coronation footage as the King and Queen leave the thrones and head for the exit of Westminster Abbey on the coronation Saturday, you'll see that everyone bows and curtsies to the King, and no one moves a limb, a muscle, when Camilla passes. And that was because they were angry with Camilla. Camilla brought 20 Parker Bowleses to the coronation. There were 4 Middletons. All the people that helped Camilla get the crown on her head were excluded from that coronation, and they were furious. And not only that, Kate and William were angry too. And that anger, of course, Harry was angry, that anger went right through that small part of the congregation by the throne, by the centre of Westminster Abbey.
Princess Kate's refusal to curtsy to Queen Camilla during a recent public event has become a focal point of royal watchers and media alike, triggering a wave of speculation about what might be going on behind the closed doors of the British royal family. This incident, while seemingly minor, has brought to light the complexities of royal protocol, the relationships between senior royals, and the public's fascination with even the smallest gestures within the monarchy. For centuries, the British royal family has been steeped in tradition, with every move, gesture, and word often carrying significant weight. The act of curtsying in particular is more than just a polite gesture. It is a deeply symbolic act of respect and acknowledgement of rank within the royal hierarchy. The sight of Princess Kate, the wife of the future king, choosing not to curtsy to the current queen consort, was therefore a moment loaded with potential meaning. Observers at the event noted that as the royal family gathered, there was a palpable tension in the air. All eyes were on Kate as she approached Queen Camilla. Traditionally, as the Princess of Wales, Kate would be expected to show deference to Camilla, who, as queen consort, holds a higher rank. However, instead of the customary curtsy, Kate merely nodded politely before continuing on her way. The deviation from protocol was subtle, but in the world of royalty, where every gesture is scrutinized, it was enough to set off a flurry of rumors and discussions. Some insiders suggest that Kate's decision may have been influenced by a series of recent events that have strained her relationship with Camilla. It's no secret that the royal family has faced numerous challenges over the years, from the death of Princess Diana to the ongoing struggles with public perception and the media. These challenges have, at times, created rifts between different members of the family, and it's possible that these tensions are now playing out in public view. One potential source of tension could be the differing approaches Kate and Camilla have taken toward their royal duties. Kate, known for her modern approach and emphasis on mental health and children's issues, has become a beloved figure in the UK and beyond. Her calm demeanor and dedication to her role have won her widespread praise, particularly among the younger generation of royal watchers. On the other hand, Camilla's journey to becoming queen consort has been fraught with challenges, including her long and controversial relationship with King Charles, which was initially met with public skepticism. Over time, Camilla has worked hard to carve out her own role within the monarchy, focusing on issues such as domestic violence and literacy. Despite their different approaches, both women are united by their commitment to the monarchy and their families. However, the recent incident suggests that there may be underlying differences in how they view their roles and each other. Some sources close to the royal family have hinted that there may have been disagreements over how certain royal duties should be handled or how public appearances should be managed, leading to a build-up of tension that finally surfaced in this public moment. This isn't the first time that the British royal family has found itself at the center of public scrutiny due to interpersonal dynamics. The relationship between Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Diana, for example, was often portrayed as complex, with Diana's popularity and modern approach sometimes clashing with the traditionalism of the monarchy. Similarly, the relationship between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and the rest of the royal family has been a source of intense media interest and public debate, particularly after the couple's decision to step back from their royal duties and the subsequent revelations about their experiences within the family. In many ways, the monarchy's public image is shaped as much by these personal relationships as by official duties and public engagements. The British public, and indeed people around the world, have a deep fascination with the royal family, viewing them not just as leaders, but as symbols of continuity, tradition, and national identity. As such, any sign of discord or deviation from the norm within the family is often magnified, leading to intense speculation and debate. The incident involving Kate and Camilla has also highlighted the challenges that come with navigating the complex world of royal protocol. While the rules and traditions of the monarchy are designed to maintain order and respect, they can also be a source of tension, particularly when personal feelings come into play. In this case, Kate's decision not to curtsy may have been a way of asserting her own identity and independence within the rigid structure of the royal family. The British royal family, with all its grandeur and tradition, is often seen as a symbol of continuity and stability in a rapidly changing world. Yet incidents like the one involving Princess Kate and Queen Camilla reveal the human side of this storied institution, where personal relationships and emotions intersect with the demands of duty and protocol. The refusal to curtsy might seem like a small act, but in the context of royal life, it carries significant weight, shedding light on the complexities and challenges that come with being part of such a unique and scrutinized family. As the public and media continue to speculate on the meaning behind this moment, it serves as a reminder that the royals, despite their elevated status, are not immune to the intricacies of personal dynamics. The balance between upholding tradition and navigating modern relationships is a delicate one, and this incident underscores the ongoing evolution of the monarchy as it seeks to remain relevant in the 21st century. In the coming years, as Kate and other younger royals take on more prominent roles, moments like these will likely shape how they are perceived both within the family and by the public. Will they adhere strictly to tradition, or will they seek to redefine their roles in a way that reflects their own values and the changing expectations of society? The answer to this question will play a crucial role in determining the future of the monarchy. For now, this incident stands as a moment of reflection, not just for the royal family, but for all who follow their story. It highlights the ongoing tension between personal feelings and public expectations, a theme that has run through the history of the British monarchy. As the world watches how this situation unfolds, it will be interesting to see how the royal family navigates this latest challenge and what it reveals about the future direction of the institution. Ultimately, the story of the British royal family is one of endurance, adaptation, and the constant balancing act between tradition and change. In a shocking turn of events, King Charles III has stepped down from his role as the monarch of the British royal family. This unprecedented move has sent shockwaves through the United Kingdom and around the world. Camilla, Queen Consort, has reportedly been deeply affected by this development, with sources close to the palace describing her as being in tears. This decision marks a significant moment in British history, altering the future of the monarchy in ways that were previously unimaginable. The announcement came after a series of private meetings within the royal family, leading to the king's official abdication. The news of King Charles III stepping down as the monarch of the British royal family has reverberated across the globe, marking a historic moment in the centuries-old institution. This decision, which has taken many by surprise, was made following a series of private discussions within the royal family. The gravity of the situation is evident, as sources close to Buckingham Palace have revealed that Queen Consort Camilla has been deeply moved by the decision, with reports indicating that she has been brought to tears by the turn of events. King Charles' decision to abdicate has not only shaken the foundations of the monarchy, but has also left the public and royal watchers in a state of disbelief. After years of waiting in the wings as the heir apparent, Charles ascended to the throne, following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. His reign, though short, has been marked by attempts to modernize the monarchy and address the changing dynamics of British society. However, his decision to step down comes as a significant departure from royal tradition, where abdications are rare and often carry considerable implications. In the days leading up to the announcement, there were whispers of tension and uncertainty within the royal household. Insiders have suggested that Charles faced mounting pressure, both from within the family and from external forces to reconsider his role. The king's health, public opinion, and the future of the monarchy were reportedly central to these discussions. Despite the challenges, many believed that Charles would continue to fulfill his duties as monarch. However, the final decision to abdicate indicates the weight of the considerations he had to bear. Camilla, who has stood by Charles's side for decades, is said to have been particularly affected by the decision. As Queen Consort, she has faced her own share of public scrutiny and challenges. The prospect of Charles stepping down from the throne has added a personal dimension to the situation, amplifying the emotional toll it has taken on her. Those close to the couple have described Camilla as being visibly distressed, struggling to come to terms with the new reality of their lives. Her tears are a testament to the profound impact this decision has had on those within the royal circle. The implications of King Charles's abdication are vast and complex. For the royal family, it means a sudden shift in the line of succession, with Prince William now poised to take on the role of king sooner than anticipated. This change is likely to have far-reaching consequences for the monarchy, as William's vision for the future may differ significantly from that of his father. The British public, too, is grappling with the news as they come to terms with the idea of another transition in leadership so soon after the passing of Queen Elizabeth. Internationally, the decision has prompted reactions from world leaders and royal families across the globe. The British monarchy has long been a symbol of continuity and stability, and the abdication of a sitting monarch is a rare and significant event. Allies and observers alike are now closely watching the developments in the UK, seeking to understand the motivations behind Charles's decision and what it means for the future of one of the world's most well-known institutions. In the wake of the announcement, the media has been abuzz with speculation and analysis. Commentators are dissecting the potential reasons behind the king's abdication, from personal health concerns to the desire to pave the way for a younger generation of leadership. The role of public opinion cannot be ignored, as Charles's popularity has fluctuated over the years. Some have suggested that the king may have felt that stepping aside was in the best interest of the monarchy, allowing Prince William and his wife, Catherine, to take on more prominent roles. The abdication of King Charles III has thrown the royal family and the nation into a state of reflection and uncertainty. This decision, rooted in a complex mix of personal, familial, and public considerations, is unprecedented in the modern era. While the monarchy has weathered many storms, this particular event signifies a turning point that may redefine the future of the British royal institution. In the weeks leading up to the abdication, there were subtle signs that all was not well within the royal household. Close observers noted a shift in Charles's public demeanor. His appearances, once marked by a sense of duty and tradition, had become more subdued. Behind the palace walls, the weight of the crown seemed to be taking a toll on him. Although no official statements were made at the time, there were whispers of the king grappling with the demands of his role, compounded by concerns over his health and the increasingly complex political landscape in the UK.